Creating 50 sheets one by one inside Revit is a very repetitive and manual task. And what if I tell you that we can together build a custom tool and give it to Claude AI, which can call it by name and can create any number of sheets, not just 50, 100, 200 in bulk with just one sentence. And that is what we are going to do today. And I'm going to show you how to build this tool and how you can do it right now inside your Claude. I'm Amanda Jabbar. I'm an AI construction automation specialist. We have more than 40 plus AI deployments across construction firms globally. We recently helped a design build firm save 17 hours a week through 4D BIM automation. And right now, we're also developing a 5D BIM cost estimation system. And that was pretty much about me. So let's get directly into the video. So I've been connecting my Revit through Claude using something called MCP, which is Model Context Protocol. Now, what is MCP? You can understand it that it acts like a bridge through which Claude can go inside Revit, can see the model, understand it, and can bring all the information back to Claude. And similarly, Claude can go inside Revit and perform specific tasks. So I have connected my Claude through open source MCP. I will drop the detailed guide on how you could connect it through your Claude. I will link it in the description so you can view it and follow the step-by-step guide. Anyways, but the only problem with the open source MCP is that it has some limitations that you cannot automate uh, specific Revit task that needs to be automated. Like, for example, if we are creating bulk sheet creation, there is a separate tool which lets you create single sheet, not bulk sheet at a time, single sheet one at a time. So that takes a lot of token consumption, and it's basically not a useful automation. That's why we need to build custom tools so that we can automate what we want inside our Revit, because every model, every firm has a different workflows and need different automation, right? Anyways, moving forward, to build the MCP tool, what we need to do is we need to create custom Python code that we will execute through IronPython side inside of it. Now, creating a code is really like technical, and obviously it needs time and it needs effort. Furthermore, if you make the code, then you have to debug it also, and you have to go through error handling. That's why we are going to use Claude, because Claude is just better and it's like faster, and then it will probably write the code right in the first time, right? But to write a perfect code, we need custom instruction so that Claude can actually follow those instructions. And you need to be really specific in these instructions, because if AI is not working for you, 99% of the time is that you're not giving it the right instruction that it needs to be executed, right? And there's a whole industry of it, which is prompt engineering, right? People charge a lot of money to just give instruction to AI. So it's a skill, you will learn it as you keep practicing through it and keep automating and keep using Claude in your workflows. Anyway, moving forward, I have done this all task for you. I've created this entire prompt. So the prompt is really, really thorough. It has got my exact Revit 2024 version. It got the exact sheet number. It's got the title block family. It's got everything it needs to. It even got the exact input, exact output, what to do and what not to do, and also the Python environment that it needs support. I have given it my random sheet number, sheet name. Obviously, if you are using it for your Revit model, what you need to do is just ask Claude to bring all the information, relevant information from your Revit model, and then paste the prompt and ask Claude to adapt it. So it will just adapt the entire prompt, but it will follow the same structure, because that is very important, and that's how you're going to get the custom script that we are going to then wrap it as a custom MCP tool, and after that, Claude can call it by name, right? So as you can see, the entire prompt is here, and I will just also drop the prompt inside the description so you could use it. As you can see, what not to do is explicitly mentioned, right? So all I'm gonna do is execute. No, I'm just gonna write the script for me using this, right? And I'm using my Opus 4.6. You will need $20 per month membership for that to use Opus 4.6, because if you will be using Sonnet, it would work, but it will probably consume your token usage very, very fast, and you probably would not even get the script, because that's how fast it will hit, right? And Opus 4.6 is the best model for coding. Not the best right now. We have Opus 4.8, but Opus 4.6 is very great. I use it in my daily automation task, right? Anyway, so it has started creating custom sheet, and it is structured exactly the way I wanted. Like imports at top, constants, being functions, everything is structured exactly the way I want. So this script will be written, then we are going to execute it inside our Revit model, and then we are going to wrap it as an execute. Now, one thing to note, I want to note as well, is that I've hard coded this to only 5 sheets for now, because we need to start small. Once if it is executing on the and creating the 5 sheets, then we can, when we convert it in MCP tool, then we can create sheets in a bulk. We get there later into that. All right. Okay. So we have got 4 clean functions: get existing sheet, build title block family. Everything is now prepared by Claude. And okay, so existing numbers. Okay, so I also forgot to mention that this prompt also have checking for duplicate sheets. So if, like, for example, there is, you ask it to create sheet and that sheet name is already created inside Revit, so it will skip that, flagged it, or if you have any fallback instruction, it will use that, or it will just flag you that this sheet is already inside your Revit model, so you need to like change the name or whatever, right? So that's what it is talking about here, and we have got the bulk sheet create file, right? So now what we are going to do is like now I'm just going to ask it to execute the script, so I can it's created. Okay, so I'm going to execute the script, and what it's going to do is that uh, okay, so it's right now saying that I can execute the script here because I need to run inside Revit runtime. Okay, so what happened that sometimes you have to remind Claude that your MCP is connected so you can do it, and it's you can see it has given me the connection. So like my Revit is connected, use MCP connection and execute this. So you do not have to like uh, worry about or like get confused. Claude will probably um, give you these options, but your Revit MCP connection will be connected. So that's why you have to just confirm it at the very start of the session, whenever you start the session, that my Revit is connected or not. Anyways, not a big problem. Okay, so I could have gone and manually executed as well through going pyRevit, but I didn't need it to because it would be just manually done. And if we have thought why I should, right? So okay, so okay, so that's a really good thing that it did was like my Revit model already have the sheets created with hyphens. If I can show you, yeah, right, without hyphens, right? So what it needs to do is without hyphens. So what it would do is like it is treating hyphen sheet number distinct because it is differentiated. Because if there would be no hyphen and it would be plain like A101, it would be marked as duplicated and will be flagged. But you can see it identified that sheet name are similar, but there is still as there are hyphen in between, so that is clear. It is like identifying it as different sheet, right? So okay, so all 5 sheets now are created. Let us see that it has created or not. Okay, so you can see it here yourself. You've got A101, A102, 201A, 301A, and A401 as well. And we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have got 5 sheets created, and everything worked as she. Okay, so what happened here is that it requested a non-existing title block. What this means that the title block that I inserted in my prompt was not available inside my Revit model, so it fell back to the first available title block that was, and because it was mentioned in my prompt that use the title block if you do not find this specific title block. So that's why you can adapt it to your own firm's need, own Revit model, and so that's a really good thing that the title block that I wanted to use, it was not available, so it used the title block as a fallback that was already available in the Revit model, right? Okay, so that's really good. We have got all the 5 sheets created. Let me just open it also and see if it is okay. So we have got the sheet as well. Now what we are going to do is the next thing I think we have to convert it as an MCP tool because now the script is running really fine. So all I'm going to do is just ask just for confirming that are there were there any error in the title block naming with my already Revit title block. So what I'm doing is just I'm confirming that the title block I used in the script is it matching with the title block which are matching with the structure of the title block that is already inside of it, so that I can see the script is right and everything is good. So now that was just one additional step for me to just see that everything is good. Okay, okay. So this was the thing that I wanted to just see that it has marked that there are 2 shoes in the original script. So the point of I could have cut it down in the video and I could have directly converted it into the MCP, but the entire purpose of that was just to show you that the full workflow so that you do not get stuck anywhere, right? So we have got 2 shoes in the script. Every call, return, field, built-in verify first can show the known. Okay. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. The original prompt used. So my prompt has this title block, right? But the actual title block is this. Okay. This is the most important thing. Okay. The original prompt used, the original title block that I mentioned, the prompt was this one, but the actual title block is this. This one has to be used inside the script while creating the sheet. Okay. So um, that's what we need to do is that what I would do is that I will say, okay, updated in my Python script. So to prevent future mistakes, right? So the script still created 5 sheet because the fallback logic got it. Okay. But in a production MCP tool, this is silently use the wrong title block. Okay. So see, we prevented a really, really big mistake that if I would have asked to create bulk sheet, it would have created with the wrong title block family. But it's good that we checked it. And there are 2 fixes. in the updated script. Okay, it like updated the script, I guess. Yeah, okay, so that's really good that it itself updated the entire script, and that's really good. Like I didn't even ask, but we have got everything now, I guess. Okay, fix one is done. Fix two. You don't have to go into detail. You just need to identify the error and just ask how to fix the error. Okay, so now we have got the correct title block naming is fixed. Okay, that's why I'm saying whenever you will right? The prompt is really good. Prompt is really, really thorough. All you need to do is obviously because I don't know what your Revit model title block family is or whatever naming you are using. So what you need to do is that once you open your Revit model, once the MCP connection is built, ask the Revit model to find the title block family that is being used. Then I enter the Claude and just say, okay, this is the script, or if I would also drop down the script, whatever you use. I would suggest that you use a prompt because prompt will make because once you will adapt the prompt to your specific form need, it will change the entire sheet name, sheet numbers, and title block family according to your need. Then adapt it to uh, and then ask it to adapt it to your Revit model information. So that you will prevent these mistakes. And after that, run this prompt that I did, that identify any error that the script have, and it will, if there would be any fixes or if there would be any problem, it will identify it and fix it itself, right? Okay, so long story short, I've been dragging it down, but what we need to do next is that I will just say that now convert it into MCP tool and walk me through the files. Now, why I'm doing walk me through the files is because it is basically for Claude to understand the file structure, because if you do not understand the file structure, basically the file structure of the already built, custom built MCP tools, which came from the open source Revit MCP, because it would understand it, it will then understand the file structure and then replicate those entire MCP tools structure. So it saves the time. You don't have to create the MCP file structure from itself from the scratch. Either it's just going to replicate the entire file structure, but specific to this bulk sheet creation tool, right? Okay, so like it's saying your Revit MCP already has a bulk sheet tool registered. Okay, so I have already like converted into an MCP tool, but I will show you that it will give you 4 files. Let me just quickly show you. Okay, so it would probably give you like 4 files. Okay, once you will just say na, like walk me through the files. I've already converted it into MCP tool because I just wanted to check it, and it took me a lot of time to assemble everything, like the prompt, the script, and everything. So as you can see, there are a lot of Python script creation because there were a lot of errors that I had to went through. But if you just follow my steps, that what I'm doing right now, you will get it in the first try. I can guarantee you that much, right? Because I have filtered it that much. Anyway, so okay, so here, even it's saying that already has a bulk sheet creation tool because I have already created it. But anyways, you will get 4 files. Okay, first it will explain you the 2 files that matter for my IMCP. One will be this one that you will get, and the other one will be this. One would be from Revit IronPython side, and one would be MCP server side, right? Um, okay, then you will get bonus files as well and walkthrough.md files as well. So you will get 4 files. You just have to like now convert this in proper and walk through. Just write this prompt, and what it would do, it will like give you 4 files. One would be the walkthrough file, like it will walk through you if you want to go dive deeper and how MCP server is and how it is doing it. If you want to go into all the technical detail, you can go through it. Like okay, so it's just explaining you like once you will write K20 sheet from this drawing register, that how Claude is going to call this tool and everything etc, right? So there is everything. And if you're like, if you do not get, let's just say if you do not get 4 files, you can just like, what you can just say is that convert this into an MCP tool and walk me through the file and create 4 files: walkthrough, documentation 2, and script. I will like send all the files to you as well. So if you're stuck anywhere, you could just send it to Claude. No, look, these are the files that you should have created, and Claude will understand it and will give you the right files. But you are going to get 4 files. I have like done it like 3 to 4 times now, and every time I've gotten 4 files, right? So you will get 4 files. That I'm pretty sure of it. Then what you're going to do is like you're going to drop this file into my existing MCP server, right? Because you already have an MCP server, you don't have to go there and paste it yourself. What you're going to just simply drop this file into my MCP server and find it yourself, right? So you will have all the files written correctly. You will have the MCP file server updated, and after all of that, once your MCP tool is made, what you need to do is, you need to go to the connectors and you have to like disable it and enable it again so that the MCP tool reloaded, MCP connection reestablished. Go to your pyRevit, okay, and click this reload button so that the entire server will be restarted. Now all you have to do is like create me 15 sheets A501 to A515, right? Now I don't have to like go inside my script, change the number 5 to 15. Don't have to change my naming of the sheet name. Don't have to create the bulk sheet, right? Because you can do that if you want, but that's the entire purpose of creating MCP tool, because now you do not have to do manual changes. It will happen it itself. So that's the entire point of creating MCP tool. Now I'm not going to prolong this video. I'm not going to write this specific title block family or whatever it is. You could do it if you want to. I'm just going to write and naming Hamza's sheet. Each name Hamza sheet. Okay, let's just see if it does or not. I'm just doing it. I'm not giving it a proper sheet. If you would be doing it properly, what you would have to do, what you would like. Okay, can you say with my bulk sheet MCP tool? Okay. Okay. So if you would be like doing it, okay, so you can see it is using our bulk sheet create MCP tool. Hamza sheet, Hamza sheet. This is the exact prompt that we gave it to Claude. That this is the prompt that it has to follow. You can just go to the prompt and check it also. So that means our prompt is working, and that means that our script is working, and which we saw also. Okay, so you could see how quick it was. How quick it was. It was this instant, and we got our 15 sheets. As you can see, Hamza sheet, Hamza sheet, Hamza sheet. So that means that it's working. Like obviously for your need, you could have like paid me 15 sheets with this sheet name, XYZ title block name, and create notification, and it would do so. Or you could use like whatever title block families use that and create XYZ sheet, or use this title block family and this name, or whatever it would do. You could see how quick it was. Like it didn't even took 10 seconds. That's how pretty fast it is. And we got 15 sheets, and there we go. We got everything done. And the bulk tool handled all 15 in one cycle. So if you ever need to undo, one Control Z rolls them all back. So there was pretty much it. I hope you liked the video. If you do, please like the video and subscribe if you want to. I will share all the files, all the Python script, and even the prompt in the description. You can find it, you can try it. If you follow my exact step, what I did from the very first step, because it is not edited, the video is not cut through, because the entire purpose was to show you the exact step. I didn't show you the MCP tool conversion because it would have just messed with my already current MCP tool. And there's nothing rocket science. All you have to do is like convert MCP tool, convert this into my MCP tool and walk me through the file. Just write that prompt and it will like convert it into MCP tool. Then the second prompt would be like upload these MCP tool files in my current MCP server. It will do that, and then you will just like go to a connector, reload it, and do the same to pyRevit inside Revit, and you would like be good, right? So if you suck anywhere, just comment down. I will like really would love to help you out. And there are a lot of other MCP tools that I'm creating. So if you have any suggestion, or if you have any part that you want to be automated inside of it, please let me know, and I will work on it. And hopefully in the next video, I will bring that to you, and hopefully that would be automated, right? So let me know, and I will just show you the exact step on how you could do the same and how you could automate that part inside of Revit for free. Not technically for free, but $20 per month. I think that's not pretty bad, right? So yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm also working on ArchiCAD and Claude automation MCP server as well. So we would hopefully automate that part as well. But that was pretty much it. I know I talk a lot, but I was really excited. And if you have please any suggestion that you would still need to automate any part of the Revit that you need to automate, just let me know. So I will start working on the MCP integration, and then I will like drop all the guide on how you can do the same for you. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Thank you.